Around 2012, things really began to change. The case management company brought in an occupational therapist whose approach was that the family was not really a part of the process. Robbie and I came from being a part of the team to being pushed out.
The changes to her sister's care were dramatic and disturbing. Her beloved therapist, who had worked with her since 2005, was replaced.
They really pushed my sister a lot, and she didn't want it. And it was crucial, the relationship that she had built with the therapist. She loved her.
When Patty tried to advocate on her sister's behalf, the tension grew.
I felt every time I would challenge them, there would be a repercussion.
Patty learned the social media and email accounts she set up for her sister had been changed.
The new OT said to me, if someone else sets up a separate email account, there's nothing you can do about it.
Then there was a mistake that could have been fatal.
And one day, my sister got an accidental double dose of medication because they did not communicate with my brother.
Patty's fragile sister felt the tension growing and once again started to lash out.
My sister was becoming more aggressive and more assertive. She was pushing people. She scratched one of the companions.
Patty tried to calm her, but her sister only became more enraged. Then she started to direct her anger toward Patty.
Her sister was vulnerable. She was, easily persuaded by people that she thought had her best interest at heart. And at that point, she really got mad at Patty and thought Patty was not doing what was in her best interest.
Angry letters and voicemails started flowing in, and one day, there was a voicemail Patty would never forget.
I received a voicemail on my phone from my sister that said, I've got people to protect me from family like you. We were being pushed away, and a wedge was coming, and it was coming from her.
I can't think of a better word than poisoned her attitude about Patty helping out. Yeah, it's a special kind of wrong.
Patty knew there was only one thing to do. After years of daily involvement in her sister's care, she had to step back.
My sister still loved us, that's not ever going to end, but she has to choose them or us.
After Patty's withdrawal, Robbie tried to stay involved with his sister's care, but he too was pushed away.
It was Robbie's full-time job. He made sure that she got to her doctor's appointments, that he was there at the hospital when she would have relapses, that he gave everything. And he was judged by that team, as it was his mother, because they were poor.
I just want to say howdy since Patty had this camera out. Hope everything's going all right for you.
In 2017, a life of poverty, poor health, and the stress from 35 years of caring for a mentally ill family member took its toll on Patty's family.
In 2017, I got a call in January of 2017 that Robbie was really sick and in the hospital. And a week and a half later, he's dead. And then a little over a week after that, Mom is dead. She died.
The dedicated family team who kept their beloved daughter and sister alive for so many years was shattered. Patty was scared for her sister. Would she be able to thrive without her family by her side? Shortly after the funerals, Patty got the answer.
About 6 months after my mother and my brother had died, I'm having a conversation with my sister. I, as I always did, would try to nudge her or encourage her and let her know what her possibilities were and what she could achieve and she could do realistically and pragmatically, what her attainable goals were. And she just stopped and said, "They took away all my hope. What do you expect from me, Patty?" It was devastating to hear. Not unexpected and not an unreasonable statement from her.
Patty still believed her sister could accomplish more, but knew there was little she could do to help her. She spoke to her sister less frequently and stayed in touch through local friends. Then in June 2018, there was disturbing news.
Patty's sister told me that the companion had been gone to Canada the weekend before. I said, so, who's been doing your medication? And she said, I haven't had any since she was gone.
Patty was stunned, but based on the case management company's new protocol, she wasn't surprised. Was her sister not getting the daily medications she needed to survive? Then there was a desperate cry for help.
Here's a letter to my husband, Jeff. Dear Jeff, I wish you would tell these finks and quacks they're the one with the head injury, not me. It could be 7 days and they would still want me to go. Didn't show up because she was in Canada. All companions are the same. Please come and help your princess. It's the first time that has picked up a piece of paper and a pen and written Jeff. And she's concerned she's not getting her medications. We're concerned because she's not getting her medications and how to proceed because of case management, because of occupational therapists, because of people involved that pushed us away, didn't want us there, and we're really worried about her.
Patty started speaking to her sister on a regular basis and encouraged her to advocate for herself. Nancy visited often and kept Patty updated.
She was doing remarkably, considering her circumstances. But my opinion is the agency dropped the ball.
In late June, after living independently for 9 years and being hospital-free for 7 years, Patty's sister was admitted to the hospital. The summer became a revolving door of hospitalizations. How could this be happening?
She should not be experiencing anything that she experienced in the last few weeks and few months. This is not her fault. This is not her doing. This is not her behavior problems. This is not her fault. She kept telling me I did everything they told me to and asked me to, and she did.
The case management company stepped down, and Patty's brother gained power of attorney over their sister.
And it almost makes you wonder too, and maybe call me conspiracy girl or whatever, but almost like they set it up that way. Maybe she became more of a handful than what they needed, and I don't know, it was convenient.
Patty continues to believe in her sister's possibilities.
I still see hope for my sister. I still believe she can do a lot, and my money's always been on her.
However, she fears her sister's real story is buried in a flawed mental health system, where family isn't valued and truth is conditional.
She's a marked woman already because of the fact of times that I felt things were needlessly escalated, that we could have been a part of the solution, became a part of the problem. And there's nothing I can do. The law protects whoever's in charge of the files. And the approach seems to be that the family doesn't matter. And the family is a part of the entire puzzle.
I'm coming home this misty morning. I hear the call. I'm coming home. Don't cry, sister, I won't be alone. Our mama's smiling, I'll see her soon. Just gather flowers to guide my way. I'm going to heaven this glory day. I'm coming home this misty morning, I hear the call. I'm coming home. No more worry for my worried mind. I've made my peace. I'm coming home. My flesh is failing. It served me well, but now I must pass. I hear the bells. My soul is stirring, longs to be free, to dwell in peace for eternity.